took me so long. And it also feels like it's been 2 weeks since I did the Nuzlocke. I'm not even counting for some reason, or I'm failing to count because it's been a while since I checked some stuff on my channel. And by stuff, I mean videos and streams, because I wanted to go back and make sure I had all my thumbnails ready as we kind of sit here for 10 seconds to make sure that the VOD doesn't get cut off. Before we get into it, I mean, I guess I can show you the scoreboard really quickly, but after that, yeah, I really should have checked for some of the thumbnails. I think I corrected some of them, or put up some of them, and if there were any corrections, I corrected them promptly. I think there's still like a typo or two sitting somewhere that I need to get rid of, but as I show you the scoreboard, and we have, you know, we have it though too, and that's about it, we can move on to the run, and hopefully everything will be okay. So, as long as I keep aware, which I am not aware at this moment, because for the past 12 hours, I think I got like 5 hours of sleep. Either way, we'll get into it. Task, medical history, all perks, and Koji. And then, yeah, if there's anything to say, I'll say it in the meanwhile. But otherwise, I'll be trying to focus for at least the next 45 minutes to an hour. Again, I would like to go on for longer, but I was currently stuck. Well, last time when I mentioned it, as we have Takushi-san, second encounter, knowledge, light, charisma, and maybe a second mystery check. I was trying to get a certain mechanic going, mainly as it, well, in this case, pertained to battle, and then I tossed something just out completely. I think I know what I'm gonna do, but it's a bit hard. Basically, I was trying to work on I was trying to incorporate a mechanic into the RPG Maker battle system. It kind of worked, but it was a little bit clunky, so I didn't like it. That's why I threw it out. But if you get creative enough, you can make use of whether you're using the battle system or not. You can implement mainly any mechanic you want. It's a matter of whether or not it's going to be fun for the player. So, and that was my kind of problem with what I had made. Recluse, botanist, mermaids, ward, and painting. So, we're not in town a lot, but since I'm not doing the forest phase right now, I can take botanist immediately. What I do after this, though, is a completely different story. Otherwise, yeah, this is your occasional dose of World of Horror. And that's all I really have to say at the moment. What am I doing here? I think I am gonna grab a... Yeah, because we have... No, we don't. Why do I think I have... Do we? No, hold on. Do I have Ward is the question I'm trying to ask myself. Yes, the answer is yes. We can hold that off. I can also grab the Hermit really quickly, but I'm not going to do that. What I really want, and I guess I'm going to sell the medical kit to do it, is the army knife. But we'll see. So, please give me something. Okay, good. And we're not on an all... I think we're on an all-perk run, but we're not on a random item run. Oh, goodness. I'm going crazy. Either way, we do have Ward. Seaside is not a bad decision. I don't think we have Metamorphosis, but... hospital is more important because we do have Ward, and away we go. Why can't I say that correctly? Ward. Ward. No, I want to say word, like word. Oh, that's right. We're also on Zectast. So, oof, the army knife, but at least we can prep strong for 7 damage. But we also want a monument so we can avoid some doom increases. If it asked for funds, I would have been just oofed, but we'll be fine for the moment. So on this channel, I was planning to do some other games, but I decided if I'm going to go through with game development completely, this is what I've been thinking about for the past few months. I really should have gotten something done even before October, but again, when I'm not satisfied with something, I kind of stop for a moment and either toss things out or just redo something completely. It's not really what I should do, as I take 8 rolls to the face, but again, if I don't feel it's fun, it's not fun. That being said, putting out something and have people decide whether or not it's great is something you should do as a developer, but nah. We'll see. We'll see what I really decide to do. Again, I'm past the planning phase. I'm trying to implement things right now, which is another of the... I don't want to say tedious, but it can be really redundant because you're making... especially if you're a one-man developer or a few-man developer, you have few people working on a game, and that doesn't... Like, mainly the programming in terms... Or just designing the game in general, in my case with RPG Maker, unless you make plugins on your own, which you're definitely working on the programming side of things. You are... I forgot where I was going with this train of thought. But essentially, there's a lot of testing that you should probably do. But whether or not you do it is, completely your own volition. I don't know, how much do you do? You do want to test. I do think most developers, if not almost every developer, as I roll a 12 on luck here, should be doing incremental tests. Whether that's, you shouldn't be testing about halfway through your game. You should be testing as you add things in. But again, it depends on your, how frequently you like to test how you implement things in with which game engine you're using. Because different game engines do allow for easier or, different kinds of testing, let's just say. But how should I know? I've only really worked with 3 engines. I think that's Game Maker Studio, Ren'Py at this point, and then RPG Maker. And I'm throwing in every engine of RPG Maker, even though they do, there are differences in between the different iterations of RPG Maker. But anywho. So this should be about, 4 damage at least. So we just take 6 Reason in the face. Do I want to just take 6 Reason in the face? Yeah, I think I do. We got Coughing Blood for our trouble. Hopefully we don't get another Coughing Blood. Although, that being said, we will die if we don't get rid of that and or increase our dexterity. But core strength is a bit more important. Yeah, I think we have enough. Yeah, we have enough of everything except dexterity. So we'll start increasing dexterity, but we do want to get rid of Coughing Blood. I think after we get rid of Coughing Blood, because that's 2 dexterity, right? Yeah, we'll be perfectly fine. As for what happens in Ward, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see. So, let us take Ward now, and also try to get rid of this Coughing Blood. We sold the... I'm pretty sure we sold the thingamajiggy, so we don't have any more free rests, but... I'll use that just so that we have it. I'm pretty sure I might forget. Also, we have a second encounter check. Did I really not fight anything until the end of Botanist? I feel like the answer is yes, because then I'm holding this army knife for no reason. Which means the roommate is our second encounter, funny enough. But hey. It would be nice, thank you, because anything would help. We are slowly getting to the point of no return in terms of Zektast hurting my stats again, but not much I can do about that. At the mercy of Zektast. Though we are in the 3rd mystery at 40%, or we're in the middle of the 3rd mystery at 40% Doom. That's not bad Doom-wise, but my stats continuing to drop is not so great. Unless I get a Zektast again. I completely forgot about them because they happen so sparingly to me, in my opinion, that I feel like you're just dealing with the stat decreases. Oh, I would love to brace here, but we don't get to do much, so... The next thing to ask is, yeah, we do get to do this guaranteed, thankfully. We take 3 stamina for our trouble, but we get out in 2 turns, so... And I do think leveling up in Zektast is a very important thing to do. Still, though, I think I'll still play the numbers in terms of how much HP I'm taking as a priority, rather than being greedy for experience. But, as my stats drop one more time, I think we can still, we can still go for a double thing. The problem here is we're taking 7 stamina because of it. Do we still get to brace kick? I think we do, right? Yeah. This would allow me to take only 2 stamina damage and then handcuff. If I do things correctly. Thank you. We do get to level up again. We get drenched, but it's better than a few of the other alternatives. We can also take quick thinking. That way we don't have to worry about it anymore. And at this point, we take more strength. I think it's quite important. Now, if we could get adrenaline, that would be great. But... that's if we get Adrenaline or Fast Swimmer. On an all-perk run, where you're rolling on all the perks, anyway, you're going into painting. You have mermaids at the end, so we're going to take burns, but Takushi-san shouldn't be too much of a worry with how low our Doom is at the moment, so... Our stats did decrease again, right? So we don't have to worry about the 44% Doom here as much. And yeah, we kind of just sit here and... Do we one-tap this? We almost... Oh, it would be great, but instead we brace instead. At least we can guarantee a kick. For 4 damage because we have Attack Dog and... something? I don't remember. Core Strength. That's why I'm doing so much damage. But this should be a 2-tap. We get 10 experience, a lot more for a relatively weaker enemy. A lot more experience is what I want to say. And that's all I have to say. Now, a pack of cigarettes would be nice as well, but that will depend. I will go visit the tree if we get the chance, but we'll see. Yeah, I might want to... You know, considering we're investigating the mansion now, I'll take the small candle with me. We'll keep the flashlight on us if possible, but otherwise, chances are, well, pretty much flipping a coin, and we're gonna see if we get Rumu Ghost and or Hole Rin thing, or we get maybe the animated head, even the Pillar Vampire actually. So actually, it's more than a coin flip. But this is one of the easier encounters, so you know what? It's fine for the moment. Now, we do take 3 Doom for this, but I'd rather fight this than run away and take 5 Doom, so all things considered, I think it's a better trade-off. But we could have just run away and not gotten any experience because, well, yeah, because I have the small candle, so running would have been 3 Doom. But we took 3 Doom and got experience anyway, and a knowledge item, so if Zektask gifts us knowledge, then I would be... I would not complain. Also, keeping Beth is also a very good thing, but as we get into mermaids here, we'll see. I think I will go for a pack of cigarettes. Now, we did use the stuffed doll, so we can use this to our leisure. And yeah, that's pretty good to get. So we'll inch forward a bit. Downtown has some bad encounters, so I'll keep the small candle equipped for a moment. But after that, and what happens, we'll see. Alternatively, being able to brace with the small candle is a better alternative in my opinion, but we'll see. 3 stamina damage, why not? We have a bottle of water to kind of help us a bit, so yeah. And then by now I should smoke the cigarettes, but I'm gonna inch forward one more time. Well, there's perception for what it matters, but I mean, yeah, that does allow me to do cool stuff with Nicotine Rush and the Army Knife now, but there's a lot of stuff I should be carrying is something else I'm thinking about, but we'll make do with what we've got for the moment. So, yeah, we do take burns. I think we come out of this better than not, although we are taking a lot more stats in damage. Encounter-wise, we should be pretty okay. Now, we didn't run into a single encounter, but that's fine. Oh my goodness. Please, game! It's just slapping me with the loss instead. Or we can just do this. We have an attack dog, but I can just take this Doom really here, and we get a nice amount of Doom before we level up one more time. Self-therapy, blah, and blah. Well, we were gonna fight Takshi-san, I think, so I think it's good if we take the thingamajiggy. But more importantly, we just take a bunch of stamina here. And we should be okay. If we have all 3 stamina checks, I should kind of watch out, but we don't. Instead, we are taking 2 reason and 3 stamina because we have a light source. Do you have the 6th floor? No, we don't. So, yeah, we should be perfectly fine. Even if Takshi-san slaps us like 5 times, we should be perfectly fine. But I'll rest twice just to be sure. And away we go. So immediately Takshi-san, but we get to like kind of slap him with a bunch of these Army Knife attacks. Now we're at 75% accuracy, but unless we miss all 3, yeah, he got 1 shot, by the way. 75% 3 times is a pretty oof, and then it should be roommate, and yeah, we're good to go. So, will I do the next 7 gods correctly is a whole different story, but for now, being on a score of 2, which is kind of average for me, just in general, for the past, I think, year I've been trying to do the Nuzlocke challenge, it's fine. So, as I update the scoreboard really quickly, and put the scoreboard on screen really quickly as well, we will move on to our next run shortly, because, boy, there is a lot that I want to do today, and I also should take a drink of water, but as we update the scoreboard really quickly and then come back, yeah, let's get into the next run before I take a drink of water, just for the sake of, you know, even though I'm being kind of paranoid with this, but as we get into Goizo Exquisite Taste Character Exclusive Random Item Jury, basically making sure that, you know, making sure to you, the viewer, that I'm not cutting anything out. Did I say character-specific perks? Well, we're gonna find out. Ah, I don't know if you can hear me drinking the water. I feel like I heard myself taking gulps, but charisma, dexterity, second encounter, strength, light, and maybe a knowledge check. Maybe every single stat check. No Takshisan, second encounter in the middle, and I think light source at the end, question mark? Yeah. But we'll see what I do. Also, it occurs to me that as I sit here waiting for... Essentially, when I'm sitting here waiting to get another game, if I decide to do that, I have... Hold on, let me just make sure. Oh, it would have been nice to get the thing. But I think resting is still the more important one. I'm not sure. No, we're going to prepare this time. That could hurt me, but... I'm making a conscious choice. We'll take History Club just in case. And away we go. Yeah, because as I sit here, you know, basically the longer it takes for me to get another game to, like, if I want to buy another game in the next week or so, there's a Christmas sale going on, is what I'm trying to say. And if I wait any longer than that, I'm going to have to pay full price, basically. If I want to be frugal with money, which I usually try to be. But obviously... I wouldn't say splurge is the right thing. There are things that I want to get here and there. Ward, Bulletin, Kana, Hell, and Vigil. So we can get a free weapon, which means I didn't need to prepare, but it's not like we were really in any other thing, but we're going to take Kana now, so I guess we will prepare and use the checkbook twice. Because we are looking for the army knife, preferably. We also have war, that's right. But, for the moment, also we can check the checkbook again, because the army knife is going to cost some stuff. Now, our horror progress is a doom progress. Horror progress and our doom. It can be quite high, but we'll deal with it. We don't have monument, so that's the danger here, but usually for me, the army knife is more important. But, on an exquisite taste run, the monument is not a bad initial choice. That does mean you need to find a weapon elsewhere, but that's sometimes not a problem. So yeah, at this point we want to just rush through mysteries now because we want to level up as jury. But the horror progress catching up to us is not great either. Or or dying is not great either. I just said the same thing twice, but in different ways. But yeah, if we run into any encounters, we want to fight them. But if Kana leaves us, and then we have to fight an enemy without their help, that would also not be great. Goodness. Oh, the Demon Mask is not a bad decision, but do I really want it? I guess we will. We did not fight a single encounter, by the way, but at least we get experience for our trouble. We're about to level up, but my issue is the horror progress. Maybe we take Vigil and fight the guests, maybe? Thinking about it. Even if you take extra Doom, I think fighting the guests is better for experience for jury. Right? So I guess we're about to see. Because I don't want to fight Rumu Ghost on accident, but I don't really get the chance to do that. Also, we found the rumor, even though I wasn't supposed to do that, but hey. Yeah, quick thinking, funny enough, still better than Dexcape B. Just outright. Just a small little, I guess, not an optimization. Well, you know what? Double perception as well? Yeah. You know what? When I think about it. We want to take Ward at some point. You gotta take Vigil first to fight the guests. Preferably. But we'll see. I was thinking of a thing. I don't know if I thought correctly. Well, Katana would be nice too. Now I didn't need to double up on my perception, but that doubling up perception, I don't know what I rolled there. I didn't check for some reason, but hey. And yeah, it would be great to do that. Yeah, we just do that. You know, it was a coin flip anyway, but we were only taking one Doom for the moment, so hey, why are we only taking one Doom? There's no way... Oh, there goes the... Well, I was planning to fight the guests anyway. But hey. No spell, that's fine for the moment. We do want to grab this, just to be safe. We don't need a checkbook anymore, because we shouldn't be really buying anything. Although, I should have... I was going to say something and I forgot. Knowledge here. Sure, roll an 8, but... As we start fighting guests here, this should be better for us, overall? For better or worse, yeah, decreasing Doom still doesn't decrease Doom or Horror Progress, but your Horror Progress lowering by 10 at the every mystery is a very, very good thing for Jury. That literally about, well, if you get horror progress in halfway through the run, that's still 30% horror decreased over the whole run. So, I mean, that's a lot more. That can be the difference between leveling up again, but sometimes for a lot, like if you're efficient, you'll level up twice as Jury, just straight up. So, yeah, even just a 30% horror progress decrease over the course of your run is quite important. But as we take strength here and move on with life, I'm sitting in a very not regular position, so that's why my mouse was moving a bit wonkier. But we did have a second encounter check. Was it a Kane? Yeah, I didn't fight anything in Eel, so I think no. I think it would have been the first guess, and it wasn't a Kane. So, anywho, we take experience here, and we move into Ward. So, with this being a shorter mystery, we should be able to get through this without the horror catching up as well, but I guess we'll see. We get Reiko, completing mystery grants funds, but we don't have the vending machine, so really it's just being thrown down the drain, unless we get an ally with funds, but yeah, not visiting the police station is really hurting me now because I don't have the handcuffs anymore, so... Well, I don't have the handcuffs, sorry. Anymore implies that I got it at some point, and for some reason removed it. But that's not the case. Still, though, we should be able to two-shot the boss here. It's just that we would have been able to one-shot it with the handcuffs. But considering we're topped off on stamina right now, that's not the worst thing in the world. Although, are we in a max threat level location? It looks like we are. So I think we're going to get caught up to the horror, even though we're about to level up, so that's unfortunate. Never mind, we fought an enemy, which is better for us. So, we do get to level up before the horror catches up, which is a good thing. The bad thing is that we don't get to level up anymore. Actually, do we? I guess we're gonna find out. If I take Doom here, I would not have been able to, but we do get to fight because this stops the horror. This stops Doom from increasing anymore. So, do we just gamble here? We think we just gamble here, which means we don't theoretically need to even throw anything if we hit both of these attacks, because we take 3 stamina damage and move on with life. Now, if we get time skip, we need to level up here, so yeah, it would be good to level up here. We didn't get anything from this, but it's fine for the moment. We do have nearly every single stat check, so taking strength is great, and yeah, let's move on. Basically, this is a very good Jury run, although I don't think I'm going to level up again, so I'm just going to take Reason here. Can be an important decision because for all you know we could get Fast Swimmer or something. Well, if we had all perks we could have gotten Fast Swimmer, but we're not, so never mind. But we'll take Bulletin now to get rid of a Roads Closed tragedy. And with Bulletin we're definitely going to get the horror. The horror definitely is going to catch up. The next question is whether or not we get to level up again, but that would involve us fighting 3 times in a row, back to back to back, which is probably not going to happen. So let's see what happens. But the moment the horror progress, the moment the horror catches up to us, we'll be able to rest all we want because we have like 45% Doom on our 4th mystery, which is very, 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 very good. So yeah, you know, it would be great to brace here. Can we also just do a katana attack? We can. So we take 1 Reason and then we just, hiya! I'm trying to think of a fighting game move that has to deal with swords, and I'm not thinking of it right now, so I'm just disappointed with myself. But in the meanwhile... Oh, or we could just take super damage here. Thank goodness we have Memory Extract. At least we can use that before the horror catches up to us, but... Yeah, that was almost not good. Also, I should visit the police station here, because I should have visited the police station earlier, but meh. And now we can rest all we want, assuming we survive all these attacks to the face. Yeah, that could have been very bad. Level 5 means, yeah, we pretty much one-shot nearly everything. Oh, that's right, we don't have rest. I just realized. And then we want to switch to police station here because we are still going to save Doom by switching here. Yeah, basically we need to make it to the lighthouse because there's no other way for us to essentially trade Doom for HP. Which is not good for me, but it's going to be real interesting. Otherwise, we could just opt to run from a lot of stuff because we have Doom to spare. That's the indirect way for us to do save on stamina and Reason while spending Doom, basically. Did I do the side quest? I feel like I didn't. I didn't, did I? Well, this is going to be an interesting boss battle. So, we take 2 all, but I think we nearly 2-shot this enemy. It's going to depend. If I had both of these, I do. I don't. So, it's time to gamble again. Otherwise, we take 4 all damage, which would not be nice. Thankfully, RNG decided to play nice, but we're still in a bit of trouble here because we need the HP to survive Household Hell. So I could visit the tree now is what I'm trying to say, but we have a max of 7 stamina anyway, so it's not going to help me that much. But being 90% chance to get out in 1 turn is pretty cool. And I mentioned that because the game could have just decided, nah, just take this damage and be hurt. And I'm like, no! But in the meanwhile, yeah, as long as we don't run into a tragedy in the mansion phase, we should be pretty good to go. Now, whether or not I'm going to be good to go is a whole different story, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We do... Yeah, this is guaranteed because we do a guaranteed kick here, and then we have 100% on our normal attacks. So, off we go. And I don't know if there's anything I can say right now that will teach someone just in case, you know, I basically leaving you with something during the stream in terms of advice rather than nothing, but yeah, I'm not thinking of anything good at the moment. So yeah. That being said, second encounter I said was the first thing. Let's actually... I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. If we get another flashback, I'm going to be really sad. Thankfully, we got out of Household Hell really quickly. But we lost the bath, but we should be fine no matter what. I think we'll be fine. We should be fine here. We don't have Takshi-san, so we didn't get to use the handcuffs anywhere, but better for me. So, let's just make sure. I think we survive no matter what, because we have the strength. We have 8 strength. Although we failed the other 2, we shouldn't lose any more stamina, so we should be able to just walk up to this lighthouse. We have to anyway, unless I unequip the Karakasa mask. Actually, I should have unequipped the Karakasa mask, but we should still be fine, is what I'm trying to say. And if we're not, well, this would be a run. But should be Sotomura. Because I didn't really fight anything in Kana, in Eels. Do we have Kana with us? Yeah, we do. I see the shirt on the ally. And that's a Goiza run down. So, as we get a score of 3, if I continue succeeding, we'll do 2 more runs. If I fail the next... Well, actually, no, it's 2 more runs no matter what. That's what I'm trying to say. So, as we put Goiza on the scoreboard... Oh boy, let's try not to choke at the very end, which usually involves me remembering my second encounter check. But whether I make good on that, well, I guess I'll call it a promise as we go into our next run, is completely in the air. So as we get Ath ill-fated character-exclusive random item Haru, this should be a moderately easy run. Significantly easier run, but we'll see. Knowledge, second, strength, charisma, dexterity, and light. Not necessarily in that order, but we do have every single stat check. But the question is always whether or not everything in between happens the way I want to. So, Irizumi would be helpful for the handcuffs if nothing else. I will take strength. Library notes. Etotu Flame. And we'll take extra experience here. Grab the rumor, grab some funds, put on some new clothes, and yeah, let's see what we got. Painting, scissors, ward, ramen, Kana. So we'll take Kana first. But we do want to grab a pack of cigarettes and then do all the Haru stuff. So we already have Irizumi, so thankfully, oh, unfortunately that doesn't sell for any funds. Never mind. I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna prepare again. But these cigarettes, as long as they're not affected by, yeah, the random item stat fund increase, we should be good to go. Now I am gonna take a risk because we have Kana with us, so we're gonna investigate without smoking. And if we get out of funds, we'll trade off reason. But in the meanwhile, oh my goodness, that's right, I'm on ill-fated. Why did I do that to myself? There's no way I bumble this run up, right? We can take more funds here. That would be nice. And I guess we'll prepare a bit more because we have scissors as well. So, let's store these notes and grab another pack of cigarettes. We didn't get a brick, but that's fine. And we'll kind of just keep inching forward. I shouldn't do this because now we're going to take super damage, but We have Kana with us, so we're not taking as much damage as one would think. An enemy doing 2 damage as opposed to 1 really does save you a lot more. Now, that's also assuming your kick accuracy is actually 80% and not nearly 50-50, but you know, it's a lot to hope for sometimes. Although thankfully we hit every single kick after that, so all is forgiven for the moment. We're just gonna take reason damage here. I could have. The other one is Doom, but I didn't want to take that. So, yeah. And now we'll trade stamina, even though we're gonna heal like a bunch of reason here. Straight up. And this should last us for pretty much the entire run. I think that was the highest roll for cigarettes on all 3? Question mark? I don't remember, but 13 is a pretty high roll in my opinion. Last I remember, actually, it's not an opinion, because there's only so much cigarettes you can get per cigarette use. But essentially, this should last us the whole run, is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm pretty sure you can get 10 cigarettes per pack sometimes, so... yeah, 13 is a pretty significant increase, especially when you have the cigarette case. So... yeah, let's see what happens. So, we have a hard knock in our lives. I didn't want to get hit by robots, which is why I spread out the phrase there. But we can take scissors next. We do have ward, so rip the hospital pass, but we should be good anyway. Now, I also forgot to grab the handcuffs, which is not good, but we'll live without that too. Yeah, so I really bumbled things up. I was not supposed to do what I did, but the hospital pass is kind of forgivable because I didn't really have any more funds. The cigarettes are still more important as Haru, in my opinion. But, oh my goodness, this is a 3 damage wooden bat. Well, guess we'll do this instead. But, yeah, not grabbing the handcuffs for the boss of ward is a bigger misplay. Gonna hit every single kick here, thank you. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because even, it's not just the handcuffs, it's also the fact that I didn't lower the threat level somewhere, but especially considering that I'm going to be grabbing the cursed scissors here as well, so yeah, we could be in a bit of trouble. Take quick thinking, funny enough. If we can get the semi-auto, that would be great, but don't really have much hope for that. Period. So I've taken super reason damage for whatever reason, because I keep forgetting I'm on ill-fated, I'm rolling. But as we fight the scissor lady here, we should be safely be able to kick here. Although I think the stamina bug still applies on the first turn, but after this, we can just keep bracing. And we should be good to go. I am going to gamble on 90%. I don't normally do this, but if I believe in myself, I should be able to. Now, we're nearly about to die, but yeah, not hitting that kick is kind of important. But I think if we throw the wooden bat, we're good to go. Yeah, we should be good to go here. And off we move into the next mystery. We get time skip for our trouble, which is not great, but what else can I ask for, right? So we'll take reason, but we need to take ward next to fight the boss somewhat comfortably. We don't have access to rest because we're going to be doing we are going to be visiting painting right after, but yeah, a lot of cigarettes to use, but not a lot of HP. So instead, we're going to toss away a bunch of these. Do we have? It doesn't look like we have. We're on a high threat level hospital, but for the moment, we'll sever. Oh, my body. My body. But in the meanwhile, I can't remember. I think this is just stamina damage here if I just take the out, which is good for me for the moment. But we'll trade off Doom for reason here. That'll be nice too. And I'm worried about my stamina for the boss, but we'll see. I don't remember if I can prep into a significant scissors attack, but I guess we'll see. I'll set the trash can on fire, funny enough. Now, am I going to pay for that is a whole different question, but for the moment, we're okay. Core strength is going to help immensely, and I should just take stamina at this point, but yeah, I did this to myself. Well, I know I can brace into something cool. The question is how much damage I'm actually going to be taking, but it's not so much for a lot. It's not a lot for the moment. I think we get out guaranteed, right? 2, yeah. And now we have a steak knife we can throw. Just out of curiosity, 3 damage. Yep. Although that might be better than my kicks, but the cursed scissors are pretty good too. So, is this a matter of if I want to proc on Doom, prop Doom on attacks? But I think we're okay here. This looks like a one-shot. It is a one-shot. So yeah. And away we go. Blood Moon, that's gonna hurt me a little bit. But we'll see. It depends on the encounters we run into. Painting into Ramen. 7 stamina, 8 reason into painting, and we're on ill-fated. So let's see what happens here. Thankfully, that's a harmless event for the moment. Again, that being said, the mansion is... what's the word? This is a dichotomy? I thought that was reason. I'm going crazy. Okay, hold on. I need to be careful about taking stamina damage if possible. Oh my goodness, the damage. Dichotomy? Is that the... Basically, there are 2 extremes, in my opinion, for working with the mansion investigations, or mansion events. And by that, I mean, you can run into a 6 Doom decrease, and then that event I ran into where failing doesn't mean anything for 3 investigations. Or you could run into just like Cadaver Theater, Whole Ridden Thing, and or Dullness. But yeah, you do have events like that where you can equip, or you can get a mask for free, so... Again, I'm not going to complain if the mansion gets nerfed against the player, but... At the same, yeah, an event like that where you can just take a free out. But at the same time, yeah, you're dealing with other events like Cadaver Theater. I think there's another one. Oh my goodness, pain. We're not on Ath. Oh, we are on Ath. We are on Ath? In the interest of not increasing my Doom anymore, I'm not going to cast that. I think we one-shot this, right? Yeah, we do. 27 damage? 26. Let's see here. So, we do get to rest if I so choose. I did forget my second encounter if I cannot mumble on my words. And not really much after this, but funny enough, I'm going to take Reason here. But then we're going to heal Stamina in the bath, because I'm a bit scared about my HP as we enter Ramen. So we have rests available at our leisure, but I'm going to play it safe here. Also, do I have... No, I do have bats, so I do want to rest if possible, but we can also brace here for what it matters. Yeah, we do want to do that, because now we only take 2 reason, but if we keep the flashlight, we won't take more than 2 reason damage, but what I'm worried about is whether or not I should have increased my dexterity to 8, but I guess we'll find out. This is stamina. Because again, I can rest, I can also visit the tree, I can also grab painkillers, I should just do that. But my Doom is what I'm kind of worried about too, so that's why I'm kind of just sitting here for the moment. This should be free, right? Okay, good. And yeah, we have Reason Healing with Ancestral Strength. I mean, the painkillers I really should just grab. There's no reason not to. Yeah, we should just grab this because this is better Doom per stamina anyway. But if I could not spend any Doom and still be okay stamina-wise, that would have been great. But I wasn't sure. Yeah, that's right. I don't really need to grab Strength because event-wise, we're on the ill-fated. But it is good for bracing, so as we take extra stamina to move on. This should be a slam dunk run. We'll even gobble down the painkillers now, but I did forget my second encounter, so but even with that, we should be okay no matter what. So away I go. We'll try to remember my second encounter, but yeah, I've been forgetting just left and right, so... let's see here. So we took Scissors second. I know I fought Junkie during Kana, because I fought it without the Nicotine Rush buff. Did I fight anything else after? It would have to be the Stalker Girl, right? Anatomy Horror I fought during Ward, yeah. So... And I know I fought something before Scissor Lady, so that's why I got logic to that. Not guessed, but well, you can kind of call it a guess. We don't need to level up here. We should be perfectly fine. And yeah, that's an Ath run down. It's an Ath run, but still a run to do. We'll light our way just so that, you know, doesn't really matter actually. So as we get Ath on the scoreboard, I accidentally clicked past the clear screen. I'll show you the scoreboard really quickly, and then we'll move back. So, without further ado, a score of 4, and this is looking a lot better as I blow out the microphone. But, yeah, we'll move into the next run shortly. So, as we get into Cthulhu, Birthmark, Character-Specific Perks, Random Item Aika is our last run. Boy, I really hope this run turns out well, because this is a very high score for me to grab. But... anything can happen. Like Takushi-san's second encounter, I really need to remember. Dexterity, Knowledge, and maybe Charisma, but as long as we get Aika stuff going, we should be okay no matter what. Let's just remember, Cthulhu, Curious Birthmark. So we are going to grab Curses, so this is an Aika advantaged run, unless we get like 3 flashbacks or double flashbacks immediately, which I will still count no matter what, but normally that doesn't happen, but we'll see. So, as we grab Aika stuff and then do Aika things, we'll go through the mysteries and hope we don't get double flashbacks. Sailors, Arms, Kana, Akamoto, and things. Hunger and Fungal Growth, which is kind of fine for the moment. Basically, we want to grab Eldritch Possession, but Blood Mania is really the most important thing to grab. And then we'll treat twice and see what happens with our lives. So, we'll grab Funds, because we're probably going to need it. And yeah, that's a lot. That's very low max reason. But as long as we get Eldritch Possession, and then obviously Doom Effigy, or not obviously, as long as we get Doom Effigy, we should be okay. Period. That's all I really have to say. We can get rid of a Curse for free if I want to, but so far we're not really suffering too much. Although events could just super oof us, so it would be a bad idea to get rid of one of these curses, but 7 max reason isn't so bad. Anything less than that, though, I'm not comfortable with. But you can go as low as 5 max reason or stamina and still be relatively okay. Now, unfortunately, we don't get to benefit right here. But do we get to do anything else? 6 damage, 2 reason. Yeah, what an unfortunate first encounter. Can we forget Fully Grifts? We can. If I want to. Is it stamina? No, 2 reasons. So we're gonna do this. Hopefully it doesn't take a step back. And we can just defeat this for, well, effectively 3 reasons, but this is a lot of reason damage to take. We're still okay, but yeah, if we didn't have Kana with us, we'd be bad. Also, I should visit the PlayStation. I don't know why I haven't. I forgot what I had specifically, but we will do... We don't have Metamorphosis, and we don't have Sailors, I don't think, for the moment, so we'll just police station the hospital for the moment. But I do... Oh my goodness, I'm going crazy in my last run here. We'll call it the last run here. Hopefully nothing bad happens. We have Blood Mania, but we only have 4. We have Blood Mania, right? Yeah, we do. Anywho, we'll trade off stamina here, because I'm a bit worried about my Doom. We're also about to take Reason damage here, but either way in Yasugi-san's event, you're gonna heal Reason anyway, but... yeah, again, my main issue with low max stamina or Reason is that if you run into a series of events back-to-back and fail every one of them, that's when max stamina or max Reason bites you, but... normally it doesn't. Normally you have control over recovering your stamina and Reason, but it's always a constant worry on my mind. I'm actually still going to take Reason, though. Yeah, and then cross our fingers and hope we don't get a thing. We have Akamoto Sailors later on, but we'll take Akamoto first. Ooh, that could be very dangerous, but for the moment, we're okay. Eldritch Possession would be very much appreciated at the moment, though, but we'll see. We are in Akamoto, so I need to keep my stamina high, but for the moment, we'll see. So basically, I'm keeping an eye out on when I have... If I'm about to get a curse, I need to get rid of flashbacks. Straight up. Although Eldritch Possession would be much appreciated. You know what? I'm going to visit the History Club really quickly and just grab it from here. It's that important. it's literally that important to grab it here. I could still die to double flashbacks, but for the moment, we're okay. So yeah, we should be able to just one-shot nearly everything. If I can hit these kicks... I didn't need to gamble there, but hey. I could also, yeah, since I have Masochistic, I should have used the library notes. I didn't, so that's my fault. But if we can hit 3 out of... Oh my goodness! Do you realize how... Okay, thankfully... Okay, we got flashbacks though, so that's funny, but... Anywho. Oh my sweet goodness. Like, it was actually like... So I already visited the forest, so I just have to rest here now. I'm just gonna rest more because I have to. I have to now. My goodness. That was not good. That was actually very, very not good. In fact, I'm gonna grab... Oh, if I could have, I would have grabbed a pack of cigarettes, but we can't. So... we will level up before this. Doom FG would be nice, but why would the game give me that when I need it right now? I'm even going to double up on Dexterity because I'm very afraid right now. But for the moment, we're going to brace just to be sure. Yeah, that was not a good series of kicks. 80%, by the way. I could have used the handcuffs there. Didn't, so I guess we're just going to not use the handcuffs. Eldritch, yeah, or sorry, Doom FG would have been nice. We actually do need it right now because every point of Doom matters, but... Did I take a bath? I didn't, did I? No. Arms next. Panic, which is not so... You know what? Funny enough, we do need to get rid of those. Because kick is our primary source of damage, so, yeah, keeping in mind, if we didn't have these double flashbacks, we would have 9 dexterity right now, but that's just how much it hurts to be me. So... Yeah. We're gonna find out. We have a lot of funds, by the way, but... Again, the main reason I was holding on to them all was because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spend funds, but now that I've gotten a lot more than I expect, like that, then, yeah. We'll just spend it at our leisure. By the way, third mystery at 64% Doom is not good, by the way, but we'll try to make the best of a bad situation because we were not supposed to take 4 all damage in that one fight. Normally I would brace, I didn't there. Oh, by the way, thank you Eldritch Possession for being absolutely useless for passing events for me, but you know, that goes to show what I know. Ayaka has 3 luck, so we're just going to take the stamina damage here on purpose, but I can't afford to rest. I just need to take the restless bonus if possible. It's kind of important. So even if we're on timeline B, but thankfully we weren't. And now our rests mean absolutely diddly squat. So yeah, we're gonna hope for the best. We're really gonna hope for the best here. I'm even gonna heal stamina through this. And I'm going to heal more stamina. Because our max reason at 7 is I'm less inclined to heal stuff. Paranoia, Insomnia. And we should have more than enough curses than we need. So I'm going to actually get rid of Paranoia. So I don't proc any more pain for myself. But we'll see. Okay, good. We passed it. I need to take some risk here because we're not going to do well if we keep just taking damage guaranteed. Although we are taking stamina penalty damage. So, max threat level Seaside. I should have actually switched to the Seaside at this point. I don't know why I didn't. We'll do it now because we have Sailors anyway, but, you know. I forgot my second encounter. No! Why have I done this to myself? Well, I think Insomnia here, 1 is a curse, and we already have Insomnia anyway, so... Yeah, that's right, we're on Cthulhu, so reason damage equals Doom, unfortunately. And we didn't get Doom Effigy, so we're in a lot of trouble, is what I'm trying to say. There's another fungal growth, so now we only have 5 max reason, but... we need it. And yeah, a lot of Doom decreasing events would be much appreciated right now. That would really come in clutch. This is Doom. This is also... You know what? Frostbite Land wouldn't be so bad at the moment. And away we go. Now, if we take more stamina damage here, we're dead. But for the moment... Alright, if we somehow die here, I will be very sad. We need to hit just one of these 3 kicks at the end. And thankfully we did. Although we could just die straight up to stamina loss. Okay, good. And away we go. Roads closed. Boy, what a time for that. So, thankfully the seaside is not affected by the thing. And unfortunately we lost 2 reason there, but I want to smoke this pack of cigarettes, so... We're also in Sailor, so we need to throw 2 items away. Probably going to be the handcuffs and the library notes. If for no other reason, then we can get an item, but we're on Timeline A, for better or worse. So, yeah. I would... Ooh. Is this actually really free? That's only for a mystery, so never mind. Yeah, none of these spells are going to help me, particularly. I guess we're going to see if we survive. I'm going to keep moving forward. I should actually just visit this for the painkillers. But we do need to visit the monument. Hopefully it asked for funds. It did not. Trade the painkillers? No. I'm gonna go on with this. Doom Effigy would be really nice, because even... No, Doom Effigy would be really nice, is what I'm trying to... Never mind. Yeah. Doom Effigy would be really nice right now. I don't remember my second encounter. No! If I die because of that, I'm gonna be so sad with myself. I was trying to hammer it into my mind to remember my second encounter, and I don't. Otherwise, I could just die like this, but... For now, thankfully we have this. We can't afford to rest, by the way, so, hopefully we survive. Masochistic helps us out a bit. This will also help us out immensely. But we do want to be careful still, so... At this point, I probably should have gotten rid of a very harmful... Whatever curse is harming me the most here, but... Not really a lot of good choices in that regard. So, guess we will use the painkiller so we can carry as much stuff as possible. But we will equip this branch first, and then we'll throw any more broken bottles. Unfortunately, all we did was pick up branches, but we should be able to one-turn this thing. Otherwise, I guess I throw the branch I have in my hand. We shouldn't be fighting anymore, is what I'm trying to say. But yes, we can sever 3 times. That would be interesting to use. I guess I will use it, because yeah, if I get Doom FG, that would be great. I'm not going to re-roll for it, but if I can get Doom FG, that would be really nice. Good. Not that we had a lot of perks to roll anymore anyway, but hey. Also, I should have gotten rid of the Frostbite curse while I was at the doctor's office, but it's too late now. Oh my sweet goodness. Why, game? Doom lowers by 8, but I think we should be fine no matter what. Unfortunately, I have, 7 strength. If I had gotten rid of Frostbite, we would be a lot better, but, oh, do I need to get rid of one of my reason curses? Do we have the 6? No, we don't. So we're taking 3 reason. Actually, hold on, I'm very scared at the moment. Insomnia? No, we don't have any proccing curses, I'm pretty sure. So we should be okay, is what I'm trying to say. Although we only have 7 dexterity. We have 9 knowledge, so yeah, we should be able to just walk up this lighthouse. Right? Well, we're gonna find out. Let's actually carry broken bottles instead, so we don't... I mean, the inventory bug wouldn't hurt us right now, but in the interest of keeping things clean, we'll do our best. We shouldn't die. If we die, I'll be really sad. We also have masochistic, but it really shouldn't matter because, yeah, Takushi-san should just collapse under the weight of all these broken bottles and these kicks from a curse-laden powered Ayaka. So yeah, each kick worth 17 HP. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. Did we fight the Drain Swimmer at the end? No. Wait. Drain Swimmer is school. Did we fight at the school? No, right? Am I going crazy? I'm going crazy. It would have been the Drain Swimmer, actually, because the Glued Corpse was a tragedy before... Yeah, no, actually, Glued Corpse was also in Akamanto. Twisted Corpse we fought first because I complained about severing, right? So the question is, did I fight the Drain Swimmer or the Glued Corpse? I think it was the Drain Swimmer, right? Yeah, it was. Okay, good. Nicotine withdrawal doesn't matter anymore. But we should be perfectly fine. So even though I said it was an Aika advantage run, here I am kind of struggling as much as possible. But hey, at least we ended. I think this is we're tied with the high score because I think I did like a score of 5 at some point. But this is also with an easier thing. Also, didn't we? No, we didn't do Kotorufu yet. I'm going crazy. But yeah, I'll show you the scoreboard at the end of the stream here. And yeah, that should be kind of it for this stream. So yeah, without further ado, nothing much happening. I'll figure out... I think there's a chance I do another test month thing. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's a bunch of challenges in different games just to have fun. But we'll see what I ultimately decide to do. So yeah, without further ado, I think we'll just end the stream like that. If you have any questions, I'll close out in a minute or so. Otherwise, just gonna go over what I'm gonna go for this channel. Either tomorrow's gonna be one of 3 things. It's either gonna be played up, just a fun stream of just playing different games, or the third option is, well, I'm undecided because probably not going to be the third option though, because I'm thinking of what I have to do, and yeah, the logistics don't make any sense at all. But if I were to say anything, yeah, definitely still more World of Horror stuff. I was trying to make custom events for the forest, but that wasn't going so well, so we'll see what I do for this upcoming week. It's still going to be World of Horror stuff, but I'm trying to put things on top of it, but we'll see what I actually decide to do. So yeah, without further ado, if you have anything to say, you know what to do. If you want to support me, you also know what to do. Subscribing always helps out, but for your sake, turning on notifications after subscribing would help, because sometimes I don't come out with videos during a day or stream, or I don't come up with a stream, so yeah, it would be great to know that. That way you're not sitting around going, why didn't Jordan update? But yeah, without further ado, I'm not going to take up much more of your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye! Also should do this, thanks for watching, and the thing, but yeah, I'll close on the stream. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye! Jordan, end the stream.